All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23. At the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Got it. Check right, check right. Watching it right.
Big stop.
Look at me. Go, go.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming,
Jones now throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Yeah.
Mike 8. Mike.
5.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Rock it. Bravo.
Jones operating from the gun. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
218, chops.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That's a what? Deuce. Hey, switch gears.
Yeah.
They'll try to run with Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Bush. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Protein spill.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weber. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey, Echo.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Akeem Hicks. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up a throw. Complete to Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, let's get there. Switch.
They'll run it with Bush. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Jones now. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Weber.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
High 7.
Jones on third down. Cooper's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, it's Bush. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. 6-yard line. Here we go, D. Here I come.
This is Bush. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
On the double. It's a party now. It's a party now. Get it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
70, Indy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weber. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Check. You're out.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
60 outlaw.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Tackle.
First down.
Come.
Begin.
Hard. Shoot.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Ready, go.
2nd and 3. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And the catch made by Hilton. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A big run by Kareem Hunt, 45 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
5. Get it.
Now Jones, off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Weber. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the play fake. Jones. Hard throw, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Jones now throwing on 4th down. They're able to locate Wilson. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Cooper was the target there. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The 46-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards into Chicago 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bush. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's